Hi, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion, and I am the host of the Pot Smoker's Bible and the author of the book, The Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion. And today's episode is part one of chapter 6 of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which is chapter 4 of the book of Zion. It's called The Graven Image, and it goes like this. This chapter is about the blind and deaf people of the last chapter. As indicated by the title, these people worship an idol. Their religion is a false one, but these people are stubborn and must be given overwhelming evidence as to their true nature. This chapter does just that. The idol in question is self evident to any but the blind. These blind people are the object of God's wrath. The tone of this chapter is angry. The Grey are strongly against this idol. They feel that those who believe in it are fools, who are told to reconsider their reminder, the idol the deaf hold so dear. We are told that this is a false religion. It is based on lies, and those who refuse to give up their idol will end up ashamed of their actions, as the truth is forced upon them by the very book that they say that they use to justify their beliefs. Their false religion will fail due to the lies which are exposed. The prophet Isaiah explains to us not only the image the idol takes, but the methods used to create the idol. The image is unmistakable. The evidence is overwhelming when it is given just due. Isaiah leaves us no doubt as to the identity of the idol. The Grey take great pains to explain the idol. The craftsmen are portrayed actually creating the image. The idol is described in great detail, as is the very mortal condition of the craftsman. The Grey leave no doubt as to the nature of the idol and its creators. The chapter goes on with the reminder of the true living God, the Grey, who are living beings who look down from the heavens and rule over the human race. The Grey are real, whereas the idol is not. The end of the chapter is a plea for the blind to reconsider their idol God and to see what has always been before them in the very book that they use to justify their idol. This plea is an ultimatum. See the truth and return, or to the Grey, or be fools and perish. Now, chapter 4 of the book of Zion begins with Isaiah 57 3 to 8, which is Zion 4 1 to 6. But draw near hither, ye sons of the sorceress, the seed of the evildoer and the whore. Against whom do you sport yourself? Against whom did you make wide your mouth, and draw out your tongue? Are ye not the children of transgressors, a seed of falsehood, inflaming yourselves with idols under every green tree, and slaying the children in the valley under the clefts of the rocks? Among the smooth streams of stones of the streams is your portion. They are thy lot. Even unto them have ye poured out your drink offering, and hast offered a meal offering. Shall I receive comfort of these? Upon a lofty and high mountain hast thou set up thy bed. Thither wentest thou up to offer thy sacrifice. Behind the doors also, and the post hast thou set up thy remembrance. For thou hast discovered thyself to another other than me, and art gone up. Thou hast enlarged thy bed, and made thee a covenant with them. Thou levest thy bed whereas thou sawest it. Now, Isaiah is the storyteller of this chapter. It is his testimony alone that is used to expose the shocking truth to the idol worshippers. He begins this chapter with 57 3 to 8. His opening statement is harsh. He calls the idol worshippers the son of the sorceress, the seeds of evildoers, and the whore. So, who are the people Isaiah is speaking about? The first verse gives us a clue. We are looking for a religion that has its origin based on the actions of a woman. She is a sorceress who performs some kind of magical feat. It is an adulterous act. She has sex with someone other than her rightful husband. She is a whore, which speaks of an act of sex prior to marriage. These people are, of course, the Christians. This sounds to me like the virgin birth of Jesus. Mary is found to be pregnant out of wedlock. She is engaged to Joseph, who marries her anyway, because she's supposed to be a virgin. To the people of Mary's day, her virgin birth would be an act of magic. Her prior engagement to Joseph would make her act adulterous. Her unmarried state would make her a whore. Everything about this myth of Jesus' birth is morally opposed to Jewish law. Mary is guilty of fornication, having sex out of wedlock. She performs a magical act, becoming pregnant while still a virgin. This makes her a witch. She is betrothed to Joseph. This betrothal is as binding as a marriage. She is cheating on her future husband, an act of adultery. These are not there is not a single thing about Jesus' birth that abides by Jewish law. And this is a vital point. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph are all Jewish. Everything they do, every law they live by, is Jewish. To ignore the very Jewish nature of their heritage is to make a lie of who they are. No self-respecting Jew would commit the acts we are told they commit. It is against the nature of the Jewish character involved. It must be, and that must be considered. The second verse points out this very fact. Who do you oppose? They are asked. Who do you slander with your words? Who do you hate? Well, of course, the Christians' main antagonist is the Jewish people, the very people their religion is based on. That makes false every claim they make. They come from a Jewish origin, yet they hate the Jewish most of all. This next verse introduces two main points. It introduces the idol, and we are told of the worst sin they commit. This sin is against children. The epidemic of child abuse crimes in the world is a testament to this truth. Our children are being murdered, raped, and even worse. Isaiah blames the idol worshippers who inflame themselves under every green tree. We are then told that the wicked sinner who offers a drink offering and a food offering do so to their own demise, because the grave find no comfort by these offerings. This is the communion of the Christians who offer it uh, to the world to show that they are marked for destruction. We are told next that the place of origin for this religion is on a high mountain, where they went up to offer their sacrifice. This is, of course, Rome. Rome sits atop 7 lofty hills, the highest of which is where the Pope resides. Rome is where the earliest Christians were sacrificed in the Colosseum by the emperors, which ultimately became the center of worship, where they set up the remembrance, the cross, behind closed doors of the Vatican. Rome is where the Jewish heart of Christianity was lost. Rome is where Christianity, as we know, was born. The last verse in this sequence states that the new religion has a God other than the gray. This new religion would become wealthy and would make a covenant with all those that join them. The other God is the one represented by the idol. This idol God is the source of great wealth and power. This comes from the deal struck between the church and every other religion that they incorporate into it. This religion and its idol are both very obvious to those whose eyes have eyes to read the words of Isaiah. This speaks of the actions of the Christians who throughout history grafted onto their religion religious practice and holy days of the people that they so-called converted. This conversion is more the Christians adopting the new religions rather than the forsaking of the foreign religions by the conquered converts. The next Isaiah 44, 9 to 13 is Zion 4, 7 to 12. They that maketh a graven image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit. They are their own witness. They see not, nor know that they may be ashamed. Who hath formed a god, or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing? Behold, all their fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen are of men. Let them all be gathered together. Let them stand up, yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. The smith with the tongs both worketh in the coals, and fashioneth it with the hammer, and worketh it with the strength of his arm. Yea, he is hungry, and his strength faileth. He drinketh no water, and is faint. The carpenter stretcheth out his rule. He maketh it out with a line. He fitteth it with the plane, and he marketh it out with the compass, and maketh it after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house. And with that, we're going to close today. So we will begin the dissertation on Isaiah 44, 14 to 20 when we begin next time. Have a good day. See you later. Bye.